To see us sitting out here 3 days before the release after all that we've been through supporting the film. Doesn't that speak for itself? Yeah. Another thing that I want to say is that stop judging films and characters after seeing a 1-minute promo. It's a 2.5-hour film, maybe 2 hours, 20 minutes. If you feel there's any credibility in any of the people sitting out here, even 1%, have the discretion to wait till you view the film before passing judgment or creating controversy. Isn't it the same thing that has been happening with this film so far? All the controversy has been created without the film even being viewed. Please see this film. There are some sensible people sitting out here who must have thought something adequate. Our images, our names are at stake. Why would we do that to ourselves, if not to you guys? I think we are all here, first of all, representing a movie. So we should not try and say anybody is representing a state. I think we're all trying to represent the film and represent freedom of expression. I think everybody here supports that. I'm honestly completely unaware about what you're stating. We're actually here feeling very proud and very happy about what has happened yesterday. And I think the honorable bench has given a decision which I have huge respect for. I actually even appreciate the one cut that they have given. I appreciate it. Although from a personal point of view, I would have wanted this film to pass without any cuts. And the shot that has been cut is mine. But from a neutral point of view, I think what we need to learn from what has been said is that we have the freedom to express ourselves, but we need to be responsible. So I think that's a very nice balance, and it was a very, 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 very nice decision that was taken. And to me, that is definitive of the question that was raised with the film Udta Punjab. And to me, the issue should end there. And I'm unaware of what you have spoken about, so I can't comment on it. And we're sitting here saying that we're releasing on the 17th of June, which goes to show that we are moving forward after what has happened yesterday.
गल तो जरूर कहना चाहना थोड़े सारे दा थैंक्स मैं बॉम्बे फिल्म इंडस्ट्री तो नहीं हाँ बट जिदा फिल्म इंडस्ट्री ने सारे ने सपोर्ट की मीडिया ने सपोर्ट की ਉਹਦੇ ਲਈ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਵਧਾਈ ਦੇ ਹੱਕਦਾਰ ਆ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਕੀਤੀ ਔਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਾਡੀ ਟੀਮ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਥੈਂਕਸ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ ਸਪੈਸ਼ਲੀ ਬਟ ਆਈ ਡੋਨਟ ਨੋ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਗੱਲ ਕੀਤੀ ਆਈ ਡੋਨਟ ਨੋ ਅਬਾਊਟ that.
I just want to say something very simply. I completely agree with Shahid that whatever communication that was happening on the team's front was all a team thought, effort, emotion, everything. We all were in this together. But yes, we chose to not say too much because things can be misinterpreted. But I can give you a very personal and maybe a little bit of a naive response that maybe I had. When I heard about the cuts that were suggested, my first question was to my father, but why and how? But it does not make sense. I was not able to understand. And my father, as Shahid mentioned, there have been people who have fought this and been way mature. My father has been fighting this since the longest time. And he looked at me in a way that, Alia, it is something that happens, but go to the court, fight it, and you will come out feeling happy because they will always be on your side. And he was very sure about that. Coming back to again the statement that Shahid made that you don't know how happy I was yesterday when I got that SMS that we have passed Udta Punjab with A certificate with 1 cut. I was so delighted.
My biggest worry becomes is when Shahid steps out of his zone and believes in a script, and he's the one I remember that read the script and passed it on to Ali and said that, you must read the script and do the film. And actors encouraging each other to step out of their comfort zone to do a film. When something like this happens and everything gets cut down, I don't think he will have the courage next time to attempt a film like this. So that is so important for us. That, somebody goes out, steps out of their comfort zone, and it's for the system to say, we want to participate, we want to say something, we want to stand by it, but everybody else make sure that it is communicated that way, the way we saw it, the way we were promised it. So I'm saying somewhere it is a collective responsibility.
जी मुझे ये ज़रूर लगता है कि जो भी चाहता था कि ये फिल्म रिलीज़ ना हो, जो भी लोग थे, they've actually helped the film become larger than it was originally. So I don't think it has served the purpose. On the other hand, we were very scared till 2 days back whether this film will release at all. You also go through a process of self-introspection. You ask yourself, did I do something wrong? Was there something that was not right? Then you go back to asking yourself that we have the right to express ourselves, and I didn't write this film. I didn't even know there was such a problem. But when I heard the script, I felt worried. I felt worried for my brother. I felt worried for my family. I felt worried for the youth at general. If this is an issue that can strike them, then an honest film about that should be made. A film that doesn't try and color it nice and pink and blue and green and yellow, which is what we do most of the times as actors. We try and show people the beautiful side of life. But if we only keep staring at the beauty, we will forget the issues that can lie in front of us, which we have to fight. You know, real life is very different. And here was a film that was talking about a very real issue, which is an issue for everybody. I don't think it's an issue for any particular area or set of people. It's a general issue, but every film has to be based against some backdrop. And here was a film which was honestly trying to express itself and say, listen guys, this is a problem. These are the people who are suffering from it. See what happens to them. Don't become one of them. Fight it. And I felt there was a lot of honesty and sincerity in the way Abhishek was wanting to make the film, and that's the only reason I would do it. Why else would I be a part of a film which would be considered dark, which would be considered, we don't know what kind of people want to see it. We know films about drugs have not been made in India very often. I mean, internationally you have films like Dallas Buyers Club, which are winning Oscars, or even The Wolf of Wall Street, for that matter, had extensive use of drugs, and it wasn't even a film that was saying don't do drugs, you know. But you know, Leonardo DiCaprio and Martin Scorsese are probably, it was a feather in their cap. So I never saw an issue, you know, and when I saw things go the way that they did, I really asked myself, and you know, you feel that you want to do something that is beneficial. You don't ever want to do something that's detrimental. And I felt that this was a film that will be beneficial in creating awareness, and you cannot create awareness unless you speak the truth. You know, if you sugarcoat things, then you're not going to be able to let somebody... It's like when you go to a doctor, you know, and you have an illness, and if he tells you only 20% of what's wrong with you, you won't take it seriously. You know, it's the same thing. If there's a problem that lies within society, you have to speak about it honestly. Only then will the society be aware of the seriousness of the issue, and I felt this film was doing that. So from the beginning till the end, I've always said that the larger cause of this film is telling people that drugs are not good for you. And I think that cause of the film is larger than everything else, and that's why I did this film. I hope people see this film. I'm happy that there is more curiosity for this film. There will be a lot of films that I'll do in my career which will do big numbers and small numbers and hits and flops. But very few films that will give me the opportunity to participate in something that could help people or create awareness in a positive light. And I'm just happy I'm a part of a film like that. And I'm really happy and relieved. That's a word that Abhishek used yesterday when I saw him on the news. And I so connected with that word. Because that was the feeling that I was feeling. You know, they asked him, are you happy? And he said, you know, happiness is devoid of any conflict. But I know I'm relieved. And I can say the same. I feel relieved that the High Court has passed the film. And that the people of the country will get to see a product that we all felt was a product that should have been put out there.
We were nervous, we were scared. But then we decided to take this path. But I think little did we know that we've got so many people out there, friends like you, who are going to support us through this journey. And I think from the bottom of our hearts, we want to tell you that there is no way in hell we could have seen through this without you guys. You guys have been just absolutely fantastic. You've been waiting outside our office in that sun, worst weather in the world. You've been trying your best to get every little information that can help all of us see through this journey. Now that we have the freedom to make and say what we can, thanks to the High Court, I think we have to be more responsible. We have to still enjoy doing what we do. But at the same time, now it's on our shoulders to ensure that we do the right thing, so that this verdict is respected and stays with us forever. So 17th, we all hope you come, watch the movie, and enjoy the movie. It's a beautiful film. It's a lovely film about 4 lives that are going through the problem.
एक बात मैं सॉरी मैं इंटरफेयर करूंगा सॉरी हमने किसी के खिलाफ जद्दोजहद नहीं की हमने सिर्फ अपने फिल्म के हित के लिए जद्दोजहद की और किसी के लिए नहीं किया हम किसी के खिलाफ नहीं